Did this fool seriously just say that?
Can men get pregnant?
Depends. I know.
What does it depend on?
I know trans men that can get pregnant.
That means it's a woman. Only one sex can get
That's
pregnant.
a circular argument. That's
it's not a circular argument.
Yeah.
It's proving my thing. There is a truth, a concrete truth. You have to be born with a uterus to have a baby. Only women can get pregnant. The fact that we've arrived in a society where
that's the part I'm disagreeing with. That's the part I'm disagreeing with.
There's nothing to disagree with it. These are facts. So you can say that this person who is pregnant identifies as a man. That person was born a woman. I can tell you that every single time because only women can have sex because there are concrete truths about life.
Have babies.
Can have babies, pardon. And that is a hard truth about life. You cannot make that go away because you want to call a man, somebody who has a beard and dresses like a dude a woman. Only if it's pregnant, I can tell you exactly what it is. It's a woman.
So I'll give you, let's go back to the social construct thing because then it'll answer the thing you just said. I'm not ignoring what you just said. I want to tie it together. So the idea of, my point was that a social construct doesn't ignore physical realities, right? The social construct is about how we as a society make sense of those physical realities, right? So for example, you said we're black. Sure, right? I'm trying to think of, you pick a light-skinned black person, right? They're black, right? We'd agree on that. Mm-hmm. Now let's go to the Dominican Republic. Mm-hmm. Let's go to PR. Let's go to Puerto Rico. Let's go to Jordan. Let's go to Iraq. Let's go to Sudan. Let's go to Ghana, right? And let's go to South Africa. I'm picking these places very specifically because they have different racial logics and racial paradigms. And what it means to be black here, it doesn't necessarily mean that it's a universal blackness, right? That if in Dominican, there might be 5 different other racial categories, right? And there are some light-skinned black folk here who, when they go to Ghana, get basically seen as white, right? Because of how we socially construct it. Doesn't mean my biology changed. Doesn't mean my physical reality changed, but how society engages this stuff is what makes it a social construct. So similarly, when it comes so I'm not ignoring the realities of race. So with race and racism in America, and then I'm going to take it back to the gender thing. When it comes to race and racism in America, it's, yes, biologically we're all the same, right? Black people, white people, there's an infinitesimal difference between a black person and a white person in terms of our genetics, right? This is superficial stuff. But that's a biological reality, right? It's a biological fact, right? Just like it's biologically true as me being born with a penis, right? But the truth is, but the idea that there's social meanings attached to that blackness that make people fear me or that make people think that that person's life is worth more because they're white or whatever, those are social meanings that are arbitrary
Correct.
and different. So to acknowledge social constructs doesn't mean you ignore biological realities.
But you just did that when you said that men could give birth.
So similarly, what I'm saying is that I'm not denying the biological reality of maleness, of the genitalia we're assigned at birth and what we can do with those body parts. I'm not denying that. That's a biological reality. Again, the social meaning I'm attaching to it is what I'm saying is more complicated.
But it's not complicated. Can men give birth?
Sometimes. That's my answer. Yes.
And the answer that is crazy. And this is we cannot. It's just crazy. We cannot allow this to happen.
But you wouldn't say the definition of being a woman is the ability to give birth.
And I'm not saying it, but only women can give birth is a factually true statement. Only women can give birth. There's only one type of human being
only
that
people
can
with
give
uteruses
birth.
and vaginas
Yes,
and
can
stuff
give
can
birth.
give birth.
Only women can give birth.
I'm not disagreeing with that.
Birth.
I'm not. And here's what I think we're talking past each other. What I'm saying is, I'm not disputing the fact that certain body parts yield certain kinds of possibilities, right? What I'm disagreeing with is the idea that is the measure of whether or not you're a man or a woman in society.
Okay, but it is now come to a point where if you say that only women can give birth, you are called a bigot. That is crazy. That's nuts. If you say, like J.K. Rowling did when she got canceled by the Harry Potter cast, that only women can menstruate. Okay, can men get their period? Can you help my audience? Can men get their period?
Some can.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, y'all. This is where we're at right now. This is no, look. Oh my God, he's a professor. This is where we are at right now. That is absolutely ridiculous. You're gonna sit. I can't believe he said a man can get pregnant. I cannot believe he said that. Yeah, we have some real problems, real problems. How have we actually arrived in this life where we're at right now, where you're going to sit here and say that a man, not only can he get pregnant, but he can have his period. He can menstruate. Oh my God. Men don't have ovaries. Men don't have uterus. Men don't shed blood once a month with the egg, or what we call it biologically a oocyte, travels and all this stuff like that. Oh my God, you cannot be serious, man. Y'all if this is where we at right now, not only are you going to be making your kids confused, you are literally going to be lying to your children. If you're going to sit up and tell me that there's no distinct separation between a man and a woman, something's wrong. Yeah, be who you can be all in your head. Okay, everybody just in a make-believe world, So right now, tell me this. Black Lives Matter is going around saying their little thing that they're doing. Black Lives Matter, no racist cops, whatever like that. What if those police officers that they're calling racist decide to identify as being black? What if all the people that's going around canceling the culture of folks that's saying that they are racist, Jimmy Kimmel, Jimmy Fallon, whoever else they're going after, the statues, whatever the case is, what if people want to say they're black? What if Jimmy Kimmel and Jimmy Fallon want to say that they are black? What if they want to just say that? Can they no longer be canceled? Robert Downey Jr., can he no longer be canceled? I guess Megyn Kelly, whatever her name is, says she wore blackface, whatever. What if she claims to be black? Can she get off being canceled? What about y'all show me pictures of, I don't know, these Canadian people or Bill Clinton and Hillary Clinton. Hillary Clinton wore blackface. If Hillary Clinton claimed to be black, can she not be in trouble for that? I mean, if you can be what you want to be, whatever you want, as long as you are in your mind, then by all means, nobody should be in any type of trouble. Police are not racist against black people, because what if those police officers decide that they are black? Black Lives Matter want equality, but what if the equality that y'all want with the white people, what if all those white people decided that they are all black? So that means we'll all be equal then, y'all. Right? If you guys sit there and say all lives matter and somebody gets mad at you and call you racist and say you don't have a right to say that because of yada, 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 peanut butter, you should say to them, I have a right to say it because I'm saying this as a black man. I'm saying this as a black woman. That's what y'all tell them. If they look at you like you stupid, imagine how a lot of us feel with stuff like this, what we just got done watching. You sat there and said a man can get pregnant. Talking about some social constructs. Dude, little kids will grow up saying, I'm a boy and you a girl. So you don't even really have to teach them that. It's like they just instinctively know it already, man. Sat there and did stuff what they call your parents told you, little mannish little boy. Somebody come telling on you, hey, I just saw your son behind the tree showing that girl his thing. And she pulled down there and showed hers too. Little kids ain't being managed. They just trying to figure out, I'm just being real with y'all. They learn their differences. Now you gonna sit up here and try to tell me, y'all, I wish there was a way. Maybe I can do it on my Instagram where I can go live. I would love to talk to this guy. And I know Candace was just honing in. I mean, she just like, I'm surprised she didn't just really tear into it, because that couldn't have been me. That couldn't have been me. He's sitting there saying, some men can get pregnant, man. Come on, man. Stop. Just stop. What is going on, man? There's no sense in even learning biology. There's no sense in learning about sex education or any of that. What's the point of doing that? Because what's the point? To me, this is absolutely ridiculous. I would have just, Did he just say a man? He just said a man can't. He said pregnant, right? I mean, I did. I know my ears are small, but he did say a man can get pregnant, right? He did say a man can have his period, like bleed out of his penis. Like, I guess you got to put a cotton ball at the end of it. I mean, I guess if a man can get pregnant and have a baby, that man will have the biggest penis in the whole world. Dude, come on, man. Stop with all this bull crap, man. Stop. Just look, I couldn't do this. That's why I know I would never probably get my own show. I wouldn't do nothing to make people feel stupid, but when it comes to something like this, I probably would tear into you to make you feel stupid about that remark that you just made, sitting there saying that a man can get pregnant and saying that a man can have a menstrual cycle. That's absolutely ridiculous, man. I mean, y'all, I don't know. I know I do know. He doesn't know. That is absolutely ridiculous. This is where we're at. These are the conversations that we're going to have to be having. I thank God that my sons are 18 and 16 and they are well beyond being indoctrinated with this bull crap that they're talking about right now. I will be darned if it's going to be some trouble. I talk to people usually anyway. I don't call people guy or bro or sir or ma'am. I usually don't do that when I talk to people. I just talk to people. I just let words flow out. But if I say, hey, I got a question. Can you tell me where I can go and get such and such? And if they say, you need to address me as ma'am. Okay, I'm not talking to you. Anyway, I'll go to somebody else. No, not me. Sorry. Not me. We live, make believe. Make believe. Just keep on make believe and all this stuff like that. Like I said, when you were a kid, we used to play something called house. We played house. Somebody get to pick to be the daddy. Somebody get to be the mama. Somebody get to be the kids. And you just act out these little roles, whatever like that. But now I guess you can act out whatever you want to be. Man, if y'all want to be pregnant, you can be pregnant. If you want to have a period, have a period. Put cotton balls at the end of your penis and all that to catch the menstrual blood that's coming out and all that. Get into your moods and all that. Have at it. But I think something is seriously wrong up here. Something is wrong. Again, white people, listen to me. If y'all say all lives matter and somebody call y'all racist, just tell them that's impossible because I'm black. Tell them that. Tell them that's absolutely absurd that you will sit there and call me, a black woman or a black man, racist because I said all lives matter. That's what you do. Okay? For now, why not? I'm white. About a good, what is that? This hand, I say about a good, what do y'all make about 3%? Bottom of my hands, the bottom of my feet. The palms of my hands and the plantar surface of my feet, they're white, right? So, I do got some white in me, I guess, but yo, this is comical, man. My gosh. That's my take on that, folks. If you want to go back and watch this particular video right here, it's Candace Owens, and she is interviewing this guy, Marc Lamont Hill, and I think he's a professor or was a professor of what I do not know, but it might be a professor of confusion because that's exactly what that is. This is ridiculous. If y'all don't agree with me, I would love to go live. I would love to try to get you on Instagram and to where we can actually do like this video of us just talking about this, because there's just no way you're going to convince me of that. There's male and female, period. Male and female, period. In the animal kingdom, there's male and female. They mate. Lions have baby cubs. Bears have baby cubs. Freaking sharks mate. All these mammals and stuff, they mate and have children. What you can call them children. Have their own. They produce after their own, like the Bible says. They produce after their own. Men cannot have babies. I'm sorry. I cannot drive that home anymore. I don't even know why you spent this much time on it, because I think it's just absolutely too funny and too crazy and absurd that this is actually what's going on in this world today. Crazy. Candace Owens, I guess she just held that down pretty good, because I'd have just probably looked at him. I don't know if I'd have laughed or I'd have just been in shock like, okay, bro, quit playing. Stop. You joking. Anyway, folks, y'all need to let me know what y'all think about this. I definitely want to know. If it's some that actually are opposing what I'm saying, I definitely want to hear y'all thought process on this. Even though you definitely are not going to be able to convince me, no way whatsoever. I just want to know, just coming from your mindset, to see what it is that's behind your thinking that drives you to actually believe this. Let me know in the comments below this video, folks. I am Ty Smith, Modern Renaissance Man, hoping and praying that every last one of you guys have food, shelter, and clothing. And I hope and pray every last one of you guys are in great health. God bless you through Jesus.